Welcome back to Jupiter Hell, your place for Jupiter and Hell. And we have made our way through the Shadow Halls. We are on Io. This is as far as we've ever gotten in this game. And we're about to enter the Shadow Dark Cathedral. We're starting to transition over to energy cell based weapon from 762 because they just hit harder. But, you know, got to make the transition gracefully. So I finally got armor that has loading feed, which is what we really need for this build to work. And it's Duramesh Scout armor, which is just great. And we're definitely going to put, I think, a Swift mod on there too. So that's the plan. Pick up more energy weapons, pick up more energy cells so we can get rid of all the 762 and start hitting harder. And then get those weapons modded up. So anytime we open a chest, we need to remember we should switch to the energy weapon so that we can get the energy cell, because that's how army surplus works. And a little bit unfortunate that we put points into our army surplus. I think that we could have probably gotten away with doing Furious and running instead. But, you know, I didn't really realize about that ability. And I knew that we would have ammo issues with this build, so not the worst thing.
This place should have stayed buried.
You never should have come here. Turn back while you still can. Is that real? Is that like a real warning from the game, or is that just a flavor thing? Let's look it up before I make a horrible mistake and bring this nice run to an end. So, enemies are going to start spawning. We can use our demon heart here. We can get we can sacrifice it, apparently, and get 3 wishes. Just looking at what our possible rewards might be. This is definitely an interesting area. I'm not sure if we are really going to be able to take it on and survive. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let's go for it. Think we won't have anyone just yet. Very spooky. Let's at least have the area explored best as we can before the action starts. And you know, if we die here, we will learn, hey, we can't take on the Dark Cathedral. The warning is real. But, gotta be honest, I don't really... I think that's just kind of a flavor text. I mean, it's telling us it's a challenging area, potentially. I guess you just gotta wonder if the risk is worth the reward. I've got a pentagram there. Always a good sign. So this is where we will go, I think, after we clear the wings. So let's start with the south wing. It's a shame that I didn't get energy cells a little bit sooner, because that would just be nice to have. Oh hey, spikes. Bro, there's spikes. Okay. There we go. So enemies are going to spawn there, and we just have to keep shooting. Just like usual, we've done rooms like this before. It was waiting for us to actually move. Suppose there couldn't be a better option than toxic reavers, because we've got that poison resist relic. That's wing 1. Onward to wing 2. Full steam ahead. Just trying to keep my distance. I will say, if we don't win this run, I know what build I'm going for next run. They have not been dropping anything for us. We're stuck on the 7.62 that we have, which is a little bit unfortunate. I should have come with more ammo, but I guess we probably can't leave. You've got guns on the back. They're really coming from every direction. Let's take the opportunity. Guys. Hey, he's got energy. So the reward room is unlocked. That's what we needed. So it actually, apparently, the auto amp is based, what you get there is based on plasma pistol. Pyro pack or a large medkit? How about a large medkit? So we should be able to offer a frozen heart here. So if we choose wealth, there's some unique weapons we can get. One of 5 that we get to choose. Unfortunately, there's really only one that we would want. If we choose power, it'll be plus 50% damage, minus 50% healing, and our max health will go down to 25%. If we choose health, we'll get 5 health per turn, up to 50% of max health, and minus 75% healing. So it's a tough choice. All non-ancient healing consumables and multi-tools are removed from the character's inventory. Level and connected level. Yikes. If we choose wealth. These kind of suck. I wish I didn't do this. Is 5 health per turn? Yeah, minus 75% healing. That's just... Let's go with that. So we won't... Oh, I see. We can still go beyond that, but the amount of healing we get from healing items is significantly reduced. However, large medkits and military stim packs, they will still give us full health. But it's just like stuff that heals a fixed amount of points. That's the issue. So picked up a little bit more energy cells, but not great. I better stock up on some more 762 before we go. Have that. Yeah, I'm not really sure if that was a great call, getting that wish granted, but it certainly gave us something. I'm just picking up more 762. Alright, I guess we're done on that. Onward. Not the Dark Cathedral. Here. IO6. Let's try to get lots of energy cells. Maybe some mods. I should really look at how little health we got from that medkit. Well, now I guess I can just use them. Something's going on up there. Maybe best not be involved. Energy cells, please. Things are just popping off over there. Ah, nice. That is what I wanted. Ow. What do you do if you're burning? I'm burning again. Guess you shoot the thing that is burning you. That's a little cheap. Who am I to say about things being cheap, though? Ah, I should have switched before I opened that, stupid me. Does that mean adrenaline heals less now? Wow. That's a lot of being on fire. Remember, energy weapons before opening chests. There's a fairly big chunk of health from adrenaline. What does that ability even do again, Furious? It doesn't increase our generation, it just increases capacity, and also we get a damage bonus from adrenaline. Cool. But we want to be spending our fury on running, which I have not been doing. So now that it costs a bit less, I think I will get into that habit. Energy, please. And I guess we're just gonna have to make do with mostly being at 50% health. What did that auto crit? Increase crit chance and crit damage and optimal range. Well, we are very much set for auto. Ow, that hurts like pain. Jeez. And we're right back at 50. Hey, that's why it was good that I... Just in case anyone wants to come investigate. It was good that I increased max health. Now 50% of our health is better, but if I wouldn't have forgotten those darned multi-tools, we would have more to pump into the next health station we get to, if we even get to one. Big place. That health orb gave us 3 HP, so yeah, that's because of the relic we have in addition to... I suppose what we should do is... Oh, you can't drop the relic. Okay, I was gonna say, well, we just drop the relic and then heal and then pick it back up, but no, that's not something you can do. It's kind of a good setup because we dodge and we heal a lot. So I don't know. I suppose the health regen could end up being very useful. Yes. More of that, please. And I really, really hope that the next time I see a chest, I remember. Sounds like something is shooting, or I don't know what, burning. They call him CRI bot because he cry. Still not enough ammo for my tastes. What's in here? Oh, that's just a place to go. Stomping around. Shed a tear for Crybot. I'm going to open the chest with the energy weapon, don't worry. Obviously we're not replacing this amazing armor. The helmet though, one with a bunch of mods or one without any. I think I know what I would pick. Might as well use the 762 while we are still a little short on energy cells. They're stomping around over there. All clear. Up all of that good energy cell goodness. Starting to get there. I mean, the 762 is doing just fine against these guys, so I think we have explored what there is to explore. What's that in the northeast? Maybe not. I was just randomly looking at this map and like how like kind of simple and just like pixely it is, the mini map. It reminded me suddenly of the Falling Sand game. Or I guess Powder Toy is the like the more modern version. I should play that. I should do games I like on Powder Toy. I like the idea of it, at least. Nothing. We left to the gateway.
Strange about this place.
Yeah. Get a little bit of health out of the deal. Let's see how we fare using our shiny Hyper Blaster. Max range, speed loader, spin up, damage after move. Quite a good little combination. Want to be trying to use that spin up full effect. Huh, this is a weird layout. So the screen is like shaking ominously. Just kind of like to go breadth first. I always say that. With all these spikes, you think what's going to happen is something's going to appear and then we're going to have to like run. Oh no, Cry Marine. Good. Not too shabby. I think I will embrace the energy cells. Hold on to the other gun just for a little bit longer, just in case, but I think we are set. That is going to be a little bit more Ammo efficient. Well, what happened here? I guess that would explain all the explosions. Oh no. Did not realize that could happen. Wow, okay, so now I know. I didn't realize, I thought it would get to 0 durability and then we could just repair it. So, that's unfortunate. We're gonna need to fix that rather abruptly. My mistake. Oh. That's unfortunate. That means we can get, like, critted. Well, hey, I'm really glad that we completed the thing with bringing the heart to the... Oh, that's not good. Yeah. Full resistance to everything? Yes. Of course. Please give me a helmet. Please. Oh, I so desperately need that. Head protected, it's making me nervous. Especially with how low our max health is. Well, there you have it. IO clear. Again, farthest we've ever gotten. Clearly I've learned a thing or two about the game.
Where I am, but this sure ain't IO.
One of the things we learned about the game, of course, is just... actually following somewhat of a sensible build rather than just randomly fumbling. We did a little random fumbling with taking the, you know, army surplus, but we have gotten benefit from it. It's just gonna suck not having those other nice things. Are popping off. I always say that. I should stop repeating myself. Scary. Give me a helmet, give me a helmet. No! It's the Crybot. Let's go recover. In relative safety. Oh, we're already healed. 5 HP per turns, nothing to scoff at. And if I actually used running, we would be taking a lot less damage in the first place. We have no need for such trifles as efficiently using our abilities. Hey, no new messages. Sueri or Dante Inferno? Heh. I remember that was a game. Dante's Inferno, right? kind of a God of War type game. I know that that's a reference to something else. This is not video game related. I think it was just like, it was a poem or was it a short story? Where he's like, Dante has shown the progressive circles of hell, the different layers of hell. Peacekeep, what does that do? We're not taking this. +1 damage for each kill until reload. Well, we'll be reloading very frequently, so that's a terrible choice. Ammo grenades, no thank you. I might just hazard to say it. We do kind of have our endgame build, although would prefer more max health. And I would prefer to have a helmet. I'm surprised. Bleeding is nothing to us. We heal it. Shouldn't say that. Setting us up for a fall. Gonna get from that stim, not too much. Oh. Let's try running. Have plenty of energy cells now. Still no helmet. That was a waste. I should have saved that for running. And now it only costs 5 Fury to activate, so that's great. Oh, clear. Lovely. Ossuary branch. Still no helmet. This feels like a place where I should start to make an informed decision because I am a little bit more loss averse now. Let's figure out what's up with the ossuary. Is that a new thing? It's pretty new. I guess nobody has written it up yet. I don't know about it, so I'm just not going to do the branch. I'm just going to play it kind of straight. I just want a helmet. That's all I ask. The sawing of the bones in this soundtrack. We got that soundtrack in another area prior to Dante Station. I guess Dante Station implies we're like in hell or wherever the demons come from.
Not
Let's
enough
running.
fury.
Helmet. No, it's just ammo. You get ammo. And you like it. And there's not as much point in avoiding damage now because we'll just heal it back. I mean, we want to avoid it when... I don't think this regenerates too much health. Yeah. Not anymore. Can't see myself using those grenades, to be honest. I'm just not gonna pick up grenades anymore. Gonna stock up on more of this. I think there's an area that we can get to that is very ammo hungry. We defeat all the enemies on this floor. There's... Oh. Bad call. I see you. Hey, little guy. Oh yeah, small med kit. Awesome. Oh. Whoa, what? What got me? Oh no. Well. Oh, that was such a good run. This is the risk of Demonblood. We only had 50% HP. We had no helmet, so what probably happened is we got critted. Sentinel deals 38 to you. Sentinel deals 38 to you. Yeah. We walked into that. I didn't realize they could do so much damage. Oh, well shoot. I was looking forward to potentially winning that run, but I got punished for my actions, as I rightly should have. I should have not just plowed through there, but also if I was that squishy, man, I'm surprised they could deal 38 damage to me. It seems like so much. I guess I walked into their AoE. That is the end of Mr. Guy. And I guess that's the end. Oh, at least I achieved a rank. Hooray. Well, thank you for watching. Another run in the books. Always, you never like to lose a run, but I've never won a run either, so what can you expect? But disappointment. I guess we'll probably do another run eventually if I can work up the motivation for it. If I'm not too demotivated from that loss, and also how long the runs take. I guess now that I have more of a game plan, they won't take as long. But man, yeah, that Demonblood was really useful, but if I think not having a helmet could have really been an issue, like we were squishier. I'm not sure if that damage log reports if we got critted or not. But also we just, you know, I just kind of got surprised. There's enemies there, and I think I may have accidentally moved an extra move after I saw the enemies, like I was still pressing down. So that's something that really bothers me with this game is in like Crawl you can basically auto explore and then it'll stop when you see an enemy, so you can make a decision. And that's really nice. And it avoids issues like this where, oh, we see an enemy, oh, oops, I wasn't expecting to see an enemy, and now I'm dead. But like, were we really gonna survive the run if we were that squishy? I don't know. I'm surprised it dealt so much damage. 60 damage in like one turn. But it wasn't one turn, it was like 2 turns. Well, okay, the run's over. Not gonna keep analyzing it other than respecting that there are some things that can deal 70 damage, 60 damage to you in the span of 2 turns, and when you encounter an enemy, you better take them very seriously. We could have just used a large med kit, would have been fine. Ah, that sucks. Well, I don't know, maybe this game is too punishing. Maybe I don't really like that about it. I think I don't like how long the runs are, to be honest. But that changes as you get better at the game. You can move faster through the earlier stages and more efficiently. So that's gonna do it for this session. Thank you for watching.